Welcome back. Joining us now, Denise Albert. She's best known as one of the moms. She co-founded, along with Melissa Gerstein, a multimedia company that programs to other moms. She's here to talk about her own battle with breast cancer. Plus, we have Steve Lathrop. He was also diagnosed with breast cancer. And we have Dr. Nikki Gidwani. I said that right? Yes. She's from the breast center at the Dignity Health in Glendale, and a radiologist as well. And I'm glad you're all here. This is a very serious conversation. And let's start with Denise. Let's talk about what you've just gone through.
Sure. I was diagnosed 3 years ago with breast cancer. It was a very scary diagnosis. I had no family history. I found it myself. I'm a mom of 2 boys, so and I had very aggressive treatment. And so I'm alive today because of early detection.
Tell us about these pictures.
Yeah, so this is during my journey going through chemo. I shared my story very publicly because I felt like it could be helpful to other people. And it also actually really helped me go through my journey. And I wrote my story for people.com and for Good Housekeeping magazine. And I also shared it online. And I did a lot of awareness with the Susan G. Komen organization and other cancer organizations, because I really felt very fortunate that I found mine early, because early detection, like I said, is everything. And I did have very aggressive treatment, and I went through a lot that so many other moms and women go through across the country, and men also apparently, but we don't know.
We don't talk about that very much. But Steve, I appreciate your being here to share your story. What is it?
Well, I was going through life normally, I thought anyway, until last July when I went to see my dermatologist, and just for a normal checkup of skin, and she noticed something with my right breast. The nipple wasn't right, so she took a punch biopsy, and that led to the pathologist telling me that it was a ductal cancer.
We don't hear about men very often, but I think it's 1 in 1,000 men get this. Is that right, doctor?
Correct. I mean, the odds of a man getting breast cancer is 1 in 1,000, and for women, for comparative purposes, it's 1 in 8 chance during her lifetime. So obviously, we do a lot more screening, when it comes to women, and there is no such thing screening breast cancer for men because the chances are so low.
I want to ask you, Steve, and I want to ask Denise the same thing. What was the reaction you had when you found out you had breast cancer?
I was totally in shock because I didn't even know about it. I had no idea that men could get it. So I didn't have anything to fall back on, and just started having testing done.
And so then once you found out there was a biopsy, I assume?
I found out originally from the biopsy after the pathologist took a couple of weeks to analyze it.
And then what happened with regard to treatment?
I ended up contacting a surgeon, and then she prescribed different tests, ultrasound, mammogram.
What would normally be the situation for a woman as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what was your reaction when you found out?
It's a lot. It's still a part of my everyday, because I still can't believe it. I didn't have any family history, and I think that's also really important to share, because it can happen to anybody. There was no reason why I'm not genetically positive for having genes that are popular with breast cancer. So for me, it was shock and it was concern. I was terrified, again, as a mother of 2 kids, and I was single, and so raising my children and dating and enjoying life and working, and right. So it's like your whole life, and you just have to really figure out how to get through it all.
But doctor, the thing that I'm getting out of this is that we guys ought to be checking ourselves as well.
Well, I think everybody should be aware of what their normal physiology and their breasts look like. So if there are any changes, definitely, like what Steve did, he knew that there was something different. His dermatologist concurred. And of course, getting a physician to take a look. Okay,
so let me just get a final thought from you guys. From your journey, Steve, what do you want to tell people?
I just think that especially men should be very proactive about their health, and if they have any suspicions about anything that's not right with their their body, that they should go to a doctor and
Okay.
have it.
All right, I'm gonna have to end this segment, but I want to thank you. I want to thank you. I want to thank you. I understand this is a very difficult subject, but I'm grateful
important
that
to
you
talk
came
about.
here. Absolutely, very important to talk about. All right, thank you all very much.